All right, we are at Goodwill here this morning. Hopefully you all had a great Labor Day and had fun celebrating barbecues, all the things, and we are going thrifting.
Now it's time for fall.
Yes.
Because Labor Day is over, which means fall
We can do
decor.
all the fall stuff.
Let's see what we can flip for a profit.
Let's go.
Tag merchandise.
It's probably all this stuff here, which is not stuff we normally buy. All right, let's see what we can find. Are these brass or are they just like painted? I think these are just painted. They don't look like anything I'm interested in. I think this is really cute. It's kind of got the fall vibe with the leaves and whatnot. It's $1.99. Originally 99 cents somewhere, but repainted with a little plant. I think that could be cute.
Okay, right off. I like these ducks, but they're $8 and $6. So we're gonna go look and see what else we can find. And maybe if I don't find much, we'll come back and revisit the ducks. Okay, so this is cast iron. I'm not gonna get it because it's $8 and it's not old, but tell me what you think this is for. Like, why is this like a cast iron sieve or strainer? Just trying to figure that out. That's a bunny cake mold and it is complete, but also big. We'll see if Jami grabs it. Anchor Hawking amber bottle. I think that's Anchor Hawking. And it says, follow your gut, stamped on the top. So I'm not sure what the label was on it before. It's $1.99. Fall loves amber bottles.
This definitely has some fall vibes with the acorns and the leaves of the duck. I like the coloring on it. It's $7.99, which is kind of high, but I think we could probably sell it for over $20. So I'm gonna grab this. I don't normally buy insulators because sometimes they want too much for them, but these are only 99 cents a piece and they're kind of just fun for decor. So I'm gonna grab both of these. Probably sell them for like maybe $4 each, maybe $5. So I'm looking for fall stuff. This is adorable, but it's $6. It's not very big and it's not even old. I think that we might be right. Like a lot of the Goodwill prices are up. I was hoping it wasn't at all of them, but I'm gonna find myself buying less and less. 99 cents for this plate. This one's really cool. I like that one. I actually might even put this duck back because I feel like that's about $4 more than it should be. We'll just keep looking and see what we can find. Just keep looking. Sometimes there's gems. This bowl, oh, it's got a huge crack in it. And they're selling it for $6. Holy moly. I might have to go to DI.
All right, this is Pampered Chef. It's already seasoned up. I will clean it up. We use lemon oil and we also do baking soda to clean these. But no regular soap. You don't want to use regular soap. $5.99 on this. Pair of silver goblets, $2.99. This one's got a bend in it. So that's $6 for both of those. I'm gonna leave them there for a minute while I go look around more. Look at this. This is actually really awesome. I found it just sitting here on the floor. It's got a cast iron base. This is a old miter saw and you can bolt it down to your workbench if you need to. But this saw in here is huge and awesome and specifically designed for this. It's got really fine teeth for finish work, molding, things like that. Probably needs sharpened, which you can totally sharpen these. You just got to have the right file. But man, sorry, a little walk down memory lane. I've actually never, I pulled the pin out the back. The stop is missing on that. That's okay. I think I'm gonna get it for 13 bucks. It's gonna help me build my off-grid cabin with no power out in the middle of the woods in the forest.
So this is the wrong season. It's spring, but I actually really love this. It's $5.99, which I think is a good price. So I'm definitely going to take this home. We'll save it till spring. I just love, it's not like your typical spring wreath. It's really cute. I would spring for this one, but it's missing some and they want $10 for it, which I feel like is a lot. And I don't really have a use for individual greenery. If I had a project I was looking for, I might grab it. Let's see what this is because usually their linens are well priced here. It looks like it's hand sewn, it's pieced together, and it's only $5.99, so that's good.
So Jami over here spied this trunk just sitting in the middle. Reach for it.
It looks like it's been spray painted at one point, but we can paint this up and make it cute.
If it was a long time ago because it's been used a lot since. Let's look at the inside on that though. So the inside, I think, is what's cool on this. Oh, we're blocking the whole aisle. Needs a good vacuum, but that's fun. It's like old wallpaper.
Here's another quilt. Looks like it's machine stitched, but it's $7.99, and I do like the pattern on it. I'm trying to see. Yeah, it's all machine stitched, but the pattern's really good. So if it's in good condition, I'll grab this one too. This is so stinking cute for $17.99. I like the back, like the little cupboard. And we actually could possibly ship this in a box. Now it does have newer feet that they've changed out here on the bottom, but the back probably unscrews, which it does. So this would make this a little bit easier for shipping if we wanted to ship it. So I'm gonna pick this up. It does have a big crack here, but this is definitely a style that I like. Zeb wants this giant candlestick for $7.99. I think it's got a crack in it. It is. It's plaster, which those break. It's like, no, it's plaster or maybe resin. I don't know. It's got some issues. So I'll let Zeb decide if we're going to grab that. He's going to wheel this one up front for me. Now that's a deal. An olive plant for $9.99. That's why you never give up. Even if you think some things are overpriced, you just pull back and find the things that are good deals. Lots of greenery here. See if it's priced decent. $2.99 for that one. That's definitely fall colors, and it just needs the base repainted. I'm gonna grab that. Just Zeb parading down down the aisle. All right, I'll be there in a minute. This one is questionable. I don't know what they were going for here. So now that we bought all this giant stuff, we've got to figure out how to fit it in the car. But it's okay. I'm glad we bought the big stuff in the first store because it's much easier than having to pull everything out. That olive tree is the best deal ever. Although I think we might need to push it back.
Go in just a little bit.
Yeah. So how much did we spend? $84.
$84. A ton of big stuff.
Yeah, I'm thinking we did good at this Goodwill.
It all fit in. The car feels mostly full, but we got lots of space. We can puzzle things in here and get our best Tetris game on.
Goodwill number 2. So the last few times we've been at this Goodwill, it has not been worth it for us. We really only stopped because it's on our way to the other Goodwill that we like more. So we'll go inside, we'll see what they've got. Hopefully their pricing is better than the last Goodwill.
I'm going in hoping to find a gem.
I do think, last store was good enough to stop because there was different things. It's just the smaller things were so expensive, which is so weird. So let's see what we have. Well, that's not what I'm gonna take home today. Thanks, sweetie. I'm gonna go look at the purses. Last time I found a good bag here. Okay, so here's a Vera Bradley. I would pay probably $5. It's $8. I feel like that's a little much, although it is in good condition. But probably my top of the mark for me is $4.99 because for resale on it, I might sell it for maybe $19, and paying $8 is just more than I want to spend. When you are doing resale and you're buying things secondhand like this, it takes way more time to source it, to list it, to sell it. Things don't always sell super quickly, so normal markup if you buy something wholesale is double. But I always want at least 4 times my money if I'm going to go to the effort of a single listing for an item. So I'm gonna have to pass on that one. The thing about it is, this is why these bags end up at the Goodwill bins, because they mark them up too high and I just pick them up there for a couple bucks. So we'll go to the bins and see what we can find there. All right, so this is marked $1.50 at Desert Industries. It's only $1.99 here, and I do like taupe ears, just needs the bottom painted, so I will pick up this one. Kind of interested in this one, but I don't love the green as much. Like the greenery is kind of dollar store-esque, so I'm gonna leave that.
Okay, they've got some candlesticks in here I like. I've been really liking kind of the natural clay textured. $3.99, I can live with that. I might still paint this, but I also like the finish as is. It's got a good neutral. So I would go for this if it wasn't shiny. It's gonna need a paint job. It's got kind of like a modern drippy glaze to it. It's $5.99, but if it was textured almost like a cement, I would totally get that because that would be easy to paint over, but this is not easy to paint over. This little bunny planter. It's Avon, $2.99. This is kind of fun for Christmas. Got some holly on there. $2.99. What was the original maker there? Let me see if I can smooth that tag out. So I can't read the brand, but it was made in Japan. We're gonna pick that up. I like this planter, but we're kind of getting out of planter season. So, oh, this one's handmade. I'll get this one. $1.99 for a handmade planter, little pot.
This duck is wood and carved for $5.99. I think I'm gonna grab this one. I'm glad I put the other one back because that one was ceramic and I like the wood better. All right, these are $5.99 and I actually think we can make these look like really old charcuterie boards. So I'm gonna pick both of these up. That's a good price. These are only $1.99 each. Again, these can be painted up super cute, cheaper than the hardware store, so I'll grab them. These are really interesting, $2.99. I've never seen a basket like that before. I'm gonna grab this one and the smaller one. This one's missing the eyes, so what's missing? It's just missing one eye. I'm gonna grab these baskets.
Let's take a peek. $2.99. Is that for the set? $2.99. I'm gonna guess they're all $2.99. If they were like a chicken or rooster or fish or something like that, I'd probably go for them. I missed this on my first pass by the candlesticks. This is brass, $3.99. It does have a little bit of wax on it, but it's very heavy brass.
That's a good one. These are adorable. I love the scalloped edges and the flowers, but it's chipped and it's $3.99. Womp womp. Now this looks kind of French or English countryside, $1.99. Made in the USA. That's a really interesting platter. For $1.99, I'll take that. I love this creamer, but it's $9.99. So it's gonna go back. It's gonna go back over there. I promise I'm not gonna complain about prices all day today. That's kind of cool. I guess I'm just spoiled. Is this how it is in the rest of the world with high prices at Goodwill? Probably is. All right, I also do love this bunny. I guess I'm buying spring today, $2.99. That's so cute. It looks like a chocolate foil bunny, which I love. Here's another brass candlestick. It's $2.99. It's got this on it, but I think you could probably take that off if you wanted to, but it's perfect for Christmas. These are interesting. Copper and brass lamps, $5.99. I just don't know what kind of light you would put in them, but I wonder if you could just gut them and turn them into candlesticks. I'm gonna grab them. Okay, so we spent how much here?
$67.
$67. Not even a full cart, but I know I was a little grumpy in there, but I am hungry. So I'm gonna blame it on a little bit of the high prices on a few things I wanted, but also on the fact that I really need breakfast. We do need to stop at one more Goodwill, and then breakfast is coming. So I'm gonna just have a couple of dried prunes in the car and improve my mood.
Delicious.
Hey, you have to bring the blood sugar up. Do you ever get hangry and you're like, okay, I don't want to buy anything because you're hungry, and then you eat and then all of a sudden life is better? All right, we're at the last Goodwill. This one looks a little different because this is the Goodwill that used to be in Ethan Allen. Let's hope they don't have Ethan Allen prices today.
I just love being in this Goodwill. I like the aesthetic of the building.
You just like dark, heavy wood.
Yes.
And the ceiling is all tongue and groove wood. I don't know if we've ever shown it to you, but yeah, the whole ceiling.
Look at those beams.
Seth just loves the ceiling in here. Thanks for grabbing me a cart. I'm gonna check the doodads on the top of all the clothing. Usually they don't go this far back with the doodads. Look at that. Back like 8 rows. Now I'm gonna have to go down each one. So what do you call things like this? Is it a tchotchke? Is it bric-a-brac? Is it doodah? Collectible? What's your word for it? I just call it decor. It's funny, sometimes I bring stuff home and my mom's like, what is that for? I'm like, it's decor. What is anything for? I think I'm gonna slow my roll on my bunnies though. That's cute for $1.99. But we do have a lot of bunnies and it is off season. All right, so this, I think, is it carved or is it resin? It must be carved. It's never off season for pigs. I don't know if I'm gonna paint it or leave it as is, but I'll grab it for $1.99.
Let's go shopping. I Oh, look, that copper pot's still here. Did the price come down? It's pretty bent up. I don't see any price on it anymore. Oh, $12.99. We'll keep waiting on it. This is a cool mug tower. $3.99. I'm gonna grab that. Now I need to find some mugs to go on there. Is this for making chocolates? You just pipe in what you're cooking? I don't know. This terracotta pie pan is awesome. Probably had a lid at some point. Might not be for pies, but that's what I would use it for. It's like a casserole dish, but I like the outside. You could even just use it as like a planter, but it's glazed inside, so I think you could cook in it.
All right, this doesn't have a price on it. It's American Girl. Oh, it's $8. Okay, never mind. I'm putting it back. It was like $5 I grabbed it. I know that it's only $3 more, and that's kind of weird of me, but it is kind of wonky, and it's going to be heavy to ship, so I'm going to pass on that. I couldn't find the price, but I just wasn't tall enough to see it. All right, here's my finds from the bag wall. We've got wooden beads, a sugar dish from Edinburgh, a little trinket dish possibly from England because we pick up a lot of those when we're in England. Then I've got a chicken shaker and some tea strainers. We find those when we're in England a lot too. And then a copper salt and pepper shaker set. The bag wall is plentiful. Something that I was gonna get, but I decided against was this. These look like toothpicks holders made in Japan. It's like a little hand cart and a tractor. I just don't know if those are big sellers, so I'm gonna leave that there. So I found that just this cake dome. It's $3.99. Those actually sell well for us. So I'm gonna grab that one.
Jamie's on the hunt for mugs for my mug stand. Oh.
No, it's a Ray Dunn knockoff.
Oh, it is. I didn't even know those existed.
They do.
What about this one?
What about this chicken mug?
Oh, Bay for $1.99. This is real Ray Dunn. Oh, I like that too.
Bay. I'm gonna buy that and see if anybody actually buys that.
Okay. So it'll hold 6. Maybe we'll have to look. Don't show the Reese's mug. We had a bunch of those and they took forever to sell.
Oh, this one's good. What kind of pottery is this? It's Longburger. Yeah.
Yep. Okay.
Nice big purple mug.
What about these with the little blue flowers on
Those
them?
are cute. Good find. I don't know. They're like unmarked, but those are cute. I like those.
So I was trying to make a match. I don't think these, we have 5 mugs.
Well, we can put
These mugs here would do good on that.
Yeah, so maybe we'll do some different.
But we might be able to find some mugs at the shop. It's probably going to sell.
So here's a pretty little piece of California pottery with cherries on top for $3.99. I found a friend of it around the corner, so I think I'm gonna grab that one too. I also wonder if we could do some sort of like Christmas greenery project with these. I've seen people like cut down Christmas trees from like old faux ones and make stuff. 1970s, amazing. I love it's got Jesus, it's got sheep, a wood frame. It's only $2.99, but I don't know if it's worth a gamble on that because look at that battery. Maybe we can clean it with alcohol. I'm gonna ask Seb what he thinks because that's good.
I'm on the fence on this. This is carved, might need sanded. Looks like it's been sealed up or stained. $1.99 on that. I'm gonna put it in the basket. We'll think on it. But I do like this little wood bowl. Looks like it might be like oak and walnut or teak or something in walnut. $1.99. So I actually passed on a couple rolling pins today because they were $3.99, but this one is $1.99. So I'm gonna grab that one. I'm gonna get this little teak cutting board for $1.99. It is awesome.
I can't believe Zeb passed on this pewter situation. Which is it? $5.99? That's brilliant. I don't know what it is, but I need it. And then I also like this. I think it fits pie plates.
All right, how much is this? $12.99. Is it plaster and resin? Looks like it's plaster. Mary Scotland. Oh, it's so heavy. Okay, this horse needs, but I think I'm gonna take this and we'll go copper with it. It's kind of got like a brassy copper tone anyway. Bronze maybe, bronze tone, but it's pretty good. Looks like it does have something here. I might fix that with some air dry clay or something on there. But yeah, a couple little chips. But there's metal in there, so it's pretty strong. I've picked up a couple of these before and they've sold well in the past. This one is $2.99. We just got a fat cow on the top of a candlestick.
$90 at this Goodwill. We're up to about $280 total, but we have got some really good gems of things that are kind of different.
Yeah.
That's why I like Goodwill. Like, they are a little bit more expensive, but for whatever reason, the ones on this side of Salt Lake have things that I'm not seeing elsewhere. Trying somewhere new. This is the Assistance League thrift shop. I've heard that it's kind of bougie, kind of spendy, but maybe they'll have some gems.
Listen, if they got copper, I'll buy it.
Oh, you will, huh?
I will.
Not if it's like $80, so we'll see.
No.
There are a lot of people shopping here. But there's like high-end cars, like there's a Lincoln. There's an Infinity, so maybe it is bougie. All right, this place is hopping. Let's see what they got. I really like this little half-pint milk jar. That's cute for $1. And then, I don't know what this is, another half-pint milk jar. That's cute. Those would be cute for flowers. And they're older. This one, the glass is thick and like a different color. Some of the stuff is a little more expensive, but this is only $2. Buttons, needles, thread. That's cute and vintagey. And I love little drawers. This is a pretty platter for $3. I'm gonna grab that.
They got it packed in here. Some pretty cool frames. $10. I wish these were the blue version. They've got these false craft platters for $3 each. There's 6 of them. Well, that's pretty awesome.
All right, so this is only $3, and it's a really pretty brass piece.
All right, we have made it to the last stop of the day, the Other Side Thrift Boutique. This is another one of those places where we don't often find tonnage, but they have great prices on furniture, and they also have gems. So
and it's such a great charity. Like, we love this and the Assistance League. They help people get back on their feet, and it's our 5th thrift store for the day. So let's see what we can find. So I love this little box. It's got 2 drawers and a big drawer. It's only $9. It's got like butterflies and dragonflies. It does have some stain from the back that came across the front. But I wonder if I could try to sand that off and then just keep the design, because I don't hate it. It's not my decor, but I think somebody's really gonna love it. Very boho. I think this is a wreath holder and it's only $4, and that is really cool. I definitely think I'd paint it because it's got like a speckled paint finish, but I like
I was
it.
like, oh, we should get this.
It's a wreath holder.
I know.
Everything's big today though. We're finding all the big things. These are pretty, $2 each. I'll just pop them in the freezer and get that wax out. That was a trick that we learned from you guys on YouTube. You told us to try it out, and sure enough, it works.
Let's see what this couch looks like on the other side. Well, that's pretty amazing. Is this one not for sale? They only want $450 for that couch. This week up front, they have this big sleigh bed. Man, look at that thing. I gotta back way up so we can fit it all in. 20% off of $225. That's actually a pretty cool bed too. Look at this big old huge Corval for $7. It's fiberglass, but for $7.
Put that in the cart.
Look at that thing, it's giant.
Put it this way so it survives the trip.
All right. You know I'm gonna dig through here. Picture frames, 2 for $1. So I like that little gold one. That's awesome. Let's see what else we find in here. That one's good. I think we found, oh, is this a folding one with the gold frame? It is. How do you open it? There we go. Oh yeah, that's awesome. Need to find one more. I've got 3. They're 2 for $1. Oh, that one's bent. Let's see if I can find. Oh, and it's got broken glass.
They're like teddy bears. How much are these?
2 for $1.
2 for $1. Well, that one's cute.
Oh, is that metal? That's metal.
It's metal, but
Someone painted it gold. Okay, we made it out of there for about $23. Got the corbel and a few other things. That puts us over 300 on the day. So I feel like that's a pretty good thrifting run.
All right, so we are back at the shop. We've decided that we're actually just gonna put this in the shop unpainted for now. I know. Because we had a hole here. We had Cortrina's piece. It like shipped, was it a week ago?
Yeah, or two.
Yeah, I think it's been a week since it shipped, and so we've had a hole, and we don't have time to paint this, but I think it looks okay. And then next week or the week after, we'll come back and paint it if it doesn't sell. And then the olive tree is just gonna live here. It's clearly too big to ship, so we'll just sell it in the shop. I might move it later, but for now it's gonna live there. I always like to have lots of greenery. We went with the glass one because it was the only one that fit on there. I might change it later, but it looks good for now. It's got a knob that's not wobbly. Zeb said I should get a close-up of this brass hardware because it's really awesome.
I've never seen anything like it.
It is really cool.
Thanks for coming out thrifting with us today, hitting up all the Goodwills and the Other Side Thrift Boutique. I've really been enjoying this east side of the I-15 corridor in the Salt Lake area. The Goodwills have been pretty good lately.
We went to 5 different thrift stores to get all of this amazingness, and I'm super excited to get everything listed, work on projects. If you guys like thrifting, be sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to Jami Vintage for more
DIY
and thrifting. We'll see you on the next episode.